A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Our job is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change. Mug is in the bag, and the bag is the bass, and the bass never change. It's a groove. Soon as you hear that groove, I know I got you. I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time.
Say hello to the host. First, respect the host.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time.
It's just one of the parties. They always come up with these wild names.
I'm about to be on some real murder shit, eh?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Right there.
Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong
1 on 47.
owes me money.
Does anybody count that one?
Or ever said any jealous bullshit about me is fucking dead. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? Hey, they're fucking dead, man.
Time you got to do certain shit. It's just...
I'm an African genius. I'm an African genius. So from now on, you will refer to me as the African.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to talk. My voice is fucked up. Just out here giving new energy, new vibes.
Spirit Coochie?
New vibes.
That's your voice. You got the Spirit Coochie voice.
That shit is trash, bro.
Come on, Spirit Coochie, man. Spirit Coochie.
That shit is trash, bro. That shit is trash, bro.
Hey, look, it's all good, man.
Funniest part is this dude really didn't turn into DJ Spramiro.
That shit is trash, bro.
Like this. Yeah,
Right.
That shit is trash, bro.
Looking like producer Cymberlin.
He did. He's supposed to
Hey, look.
He had a whole little DJ joint on his phone. He done paid $5 for a DJ app for his phone so he can fake scratch.
It's going down, man. It's going down.
Trash. He was
Are y'all done?
That's what I'm saying. He was over there like,
I thought his phone screen was dirty.
yeah, no. The boy really think, look. Got good, he think.
Look, I just want to go ahead.
What do
And,
you do at work tonight?
I just want to
do
go
nothing.
ahead.
You have to do less than nothing to
I
find
want
that
to
shit.
go ahead and say this, okay?
Spare change, spare coochie, spare change.
Yeah, shout out to the Corner
Voice
Convo
ass.
mugs, man. Y'all can go cop those, man. Yeah. I'll zoom in or something. But look, this is episode. This is actually season 4. We're kicking off.
Ja Rule voice, bro.
We're kicking off season 4.
Ja Rule's nephew voice.
I thought seasons ended at the year.
No. You can end the season after 10 episodes. If you want.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks for letting me know. All
Yeah,
right. It's
yeah.
season 4.
It's season 4,
We got
man.
seasons like the European Basketball League, bro. Just chop that bitch
There you
over.
go. Okay.
It's over with, bro. Done deal.
Season 4, man. We're kicking it off, man. Fresh off of the 100th episode. It was a ball. It was a vibe. So
Real one
again,
for coochie voice you got
thank
over there, bro.
everybody for coming out, man.
Can you hold the cup and shake? Can you shake the cup real quick, bro?
I don't understand what you're talking about right now.
Arms for the ball.
I'm just trying to get through it, man.
Bro,
Okay.
yeah, take the cup like your homies, bro. You get one good laugh.
Boy, sound like Phil Jackson on his on the Zoom interview or some shit.
Sound like Whoopi twin brother over there. Stop playing. You know how raspy she sound. Big Paul Moss smoking ass over there.
Right.
Okay. I'm glad you guys had a good
Hey, we
week.
cigarette the big long black stick pause.
Boys,
Virginia Slims.
right. Virginia Slims.
Okay. All right. So again, man, episode 4. That's episode 4. Okay.
Trash.
Season 4. Okay. Episode 101.
I'm gonna drop him up, dog. Chicken leg. This is how Mark's voice look right here. If his voice had a look, this would be it.
Clearly, I have SARS this week. It's all good. Got a negative on the COVID. You know what I mean? I was scared.
Was it a home test?
Yeah, I trust those. I'm at home. Fuck you,
Hey,
man.
look here. The math adds up to me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm very simple
My
out
home
here.
tests have been pretty accurate. The ones I took when I had it, he said I had it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
They give
man.
us tests at work, bro. And I know these people are nasty as hell. People that take these tests, my coworkers, all of them come back negative. No way in hell.
Man, the people that give these tests in some of these joints is a whole nother conversation, man. I be walking in my little room. They test us every week. I walk into the little room. They be in there having all kind of reckless conversation on
Eating
FaceTime.
guy rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
All shit,
Eating all
kinda shit.
greasy, kind of, and then
Didn't
just
hand you
on
a swab.
speakerphone. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't know why, Cheryl. What's your birthday? Could you take this shit off speakerphone?
You know them Virgos,
What's
don't
your
you?
birthday? What, say your name for me.
You're
Just
right.
send me off speakerphone.
Put your email right here.
Like, just hang up the phone.
The lady that tested us almost got carjacked on the way to the police station to test us. I was like, boy, hey, Chicago's real, sweetheart. Just so you know.
What's up, man? You know, it's been low key. They wouldn't even know it, but we've had.
Be honest,
we've had,
bro. What happened to your voice for real? Truth. We brothers.
Yeah, I would say
brothers,
I think he went to a WNBA game. I think he was just cheering so hard for the team that he lost his voice. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Why? I know what the ass eating voice sound like. That's that. That's that, bro.
You can't even have sorry. You want to?
That's that, bro. You can't
But you said it with conviction in the face.
I know what it is.
I know. That's it right there.
Man, you know,
That's
if you put your face in the place, it's all good, man.
Absolutely,
Trust
amen.
that.
Say your grace when you're done.
You got to grow up, man. And if you're not in that space, you need to hurry up and get there because you're behind.
Adults.
No, yeah,
Adults don't over here, sir.
Yeah, adulting.
Won't be here. Won't be happening. I go get a toy or something, and you know, pretend. No, sir.
You don't get your protractor from school.
Right. Exactly.
The wheels of commerce is tremendous.
But no, we haven't been here in a while, man. The public wouldn't know it, but you know, we're back. Right?
I can't concentrate, though.
No, it's fine.
It
Man.
is
It's
gonna be
fine.
hard. This gonna be a short
fine.
show.
It's fine, man.
Your voice like that turtle, bro.
This,
Right there.
this shit right here is sexy. Y'all let me know. You know. But anyway, man, I can fix this probably in post. But you know what? I'm okay with being vulnerable, man. You know, letting everybody see the blood, sweat, and tears that this goes. You know what it takes to make this happen.
You remember Ed Grimley's voice?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so he Googled a bunch of voices, so he'll be dropping names throughout the podcast today.
Yep.
I just thought of that one though.
Okay, are you done?
No, hell no, I'm not done.
Y'all have any weekly updates that we need to get into? How was y'all week? Everything was good, bad, and different. Let's move because we got a lot to cover.
My week was actually kind of trash. I had a couple of my fateful situation as a DJ is when your external hard drive with all your music either goes out or won't connect to your computer because it just means you can't work. Like those are the tools. So I was doing a gig for a friend. Shout out Danny Jackson. Shout out Trav. Happy birthday, Trav. And I'm set up. I'm connected. Everything's going good. I go to start spinning. All my songs disappear. And I'm like, well, that's strange because they was just here. And sometimes that happens. You know, you restart your computer, whatever. Everything's Gucci. Not Gucci. It took me about 35 minutes to realize that was not going to connect no more. I haven't gotten the full diagnosis, but I think it's the cord, not the hard drive. But yeah, so then I mean I had to
That's a new computer. It shouldn't be the hard drive.
It's not the computer. It's the drive. And that's not the computer. I don't use my new computer for DJing. I use my other computer for DJing.
You might want to upgrade.
But yeah, I might have to. But anyway, so I had to cancel the Friday gig at Delta that I had planned because I wasn't gonna be able to get all that rectified in time. And then I had a gig Sunday that canceled kind of last minute. So definitely spent more money than I made this week, which is not like me.
It's terrible.
That is not my style. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty. We saw that fight. You know what I'm saying? That was good. Catch the fight. It was a good fight. Even watching, we'll talk about that later. But like we watched,
I enjoyed that shit too.
Watching fights with people who don't normally watch boxing is hilarious, man. The types of questions they ask is just
what kind of punch is that? It's called a punch.
Yeah. It's just like, well,
why he hit him?
Yeah, all kind of crazy shit. Why he got lion's fur on his short? Now I kind of wanted to know that too. That was just ridiculous. But yeah, it was fun, man. Catching the fight. I hadn't seen a fight in a long time.
The end of that fight though, when he fell into them ropes. Everybody that collectively thought Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. He was standing over the thing.
That was so wild.
I was on the internet crazy waiting for the memes. They didn't come out till like the next day. I thought the internet was going to be quicker than that.
Yeah, they was already watching the fight and buzzed already, man.
Yep.
It's been a while since we've been here, man, and work is always work. But I had it's peculiar. It's been a lot of accidents.
Did you say peculiar?
Very peculiar at work, this time.
I'm gonna give you 6.
I just surprised that was even in the vernacular.
Wow. That's stupid.
Wow. No, I just never. It's not the type of word Abasi you peculiar. It's very preppy.
I think I can spell out one too.
Lane tech.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not saying you don't have the wits. I'm just saying I've never of all the types of phrasings I've heard you use, peculiar doesn't normally fit.
Well, you have to be very intelligent to eat ass properly. You know what I'm saying?
God.
You know what I'm saying? So
Good
that's
point.
why
Use that word as practice. Use peculiar.
No, man. It's been a lot of non-driving motherfuckers getting into accidents and a lot of overdoses. No bullshit already this year, So you get kind of used to it. We're gonna get some well wishes to my brother Javaka. We just got the news yesterday. He riding his bike, a car hit him. He broke his foot.
Oh,
You know?
damn.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear
man.
about
It's fucked up. So
Fuck, that's my boy,
when we
man.
leave here, yeah, y'all do fuck with each other, bro. That's
Yeah,
funny.
that's my boy.
Two short motherfuckers. Y'all should get along.
Too short.
Damn it. Fucking,
He
so
is
we
who
leave
I am
here.
in my mind. Let me be
Leave
clear.
here, we're going to go help him move his bike to somewhere safe, man, you know, because his bike's still on the street. It's a very expensive Harley, you know.
Oh, he had a Harley.
You know, he-
Are you gonna pick it up and just put it on your back, or we
Hey,
getting
we're
the
gonna go
phone?
over
You
that
haul?
shit, bro.
Fuck.
I'm too old for that. But see, I want him to learn a lesson, man. He had the crotch rocket, right? Motherfucker knocked him off that shit. He slid down the expressway.
Damn.
Same expressway, goddammit. He got the expensive Harley.
I'm guessing.
Motherfucker knocked him off that shit, bro.
Just gonna take a guess and say it was $290.
There you go.
I'm just gonna say, bruh, stop riding them shits, man.
Get you a Kende bike.
Yeah,
It's
I
safe.
Yeah.
It's safer that way.
Facts. I got a
You know what I'm
scooter
saying?
now.
The boy went about a scooter, fam.
No,
The man went
Oh,
about a
I
scooter,
got a
fam.
scooter now. It's on
my
and popping,
God. Oh, you
boy.
talk about when you whiz past people.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Boom.
It's
But yeah,
amazing.
man, so
I
what
got here faster today than you did in Chicago.
Yeah, I bet you would have. That was terrible. Next time we have to talk about, you know, when you off, bro, okay?
Yeah,
We'll be
yeah,
shooting that.
exactly.
This is going to be a real conversation.
Right.
But one overdose I went to, bro, the death isn't funny. All right, cool. I get there. These motherfuckers are fighting where the dead person is, the overdose person is. They're fighting. Take a guess what they're fighting over.
What's
Who
in his
owed money?
pockets?
The drugs he just overdosed off of.
Like, they
I know
actually-
you got the drugs. Where the drugs at? You
Like,
tell
this
all
man
the
is
smoke.
dead.
Yeah, he out here dead and shit. And y'all want the same shit he got?
Hey.
I say, look here, y'all. I'm gonna turn my camera on. Don't say shit about the drugs till I leave. This will be quick. I'll
Right.
go wait outside.
Right.
You know? But then that was done. Fuck that. Sweep it under the rug. My phone wasn't charging, so I had to go get that fixed. You know, you need your phone in your everyday life. It's your lifeline to the rest of the fucking world. I went to T-Mobile. A guy walks in with a FedEx uniform on. Everybody's looking at him strange. I don't think shit about it because FedEx do pick up packages. They do drop them off.
Right.
So I can look in their face. They like, this is weird. He asked y'all got anything get delivered or taken away or whatever. They give him a box. And so the guy helping me goes outside and said, let me just check and see something. The man getting his personal car.
Not a FedEx
Hey,
vehicle.
the 15 start bumping. You know what I'm saying? He just drive off.
So
I'm
he
like,
walked up to somebody's house and asked them if they had a package?
No, in the T-Mobile store.
Oh,
That's funny.
The T-Mobile
oh,
store.
hilarious.
T-Mobile store. It was where
And
I
they
was.
just like, oh, okay, Rodney here.
No, that was like, that's weird. And they gave him a box of broken protector screens.
Oh,
And so he got that. They was like, we didn't lose nothing, but we thought that was weird, though.
Maybe FedEx is like making them use their own
Is that
car
the new-
now.
Hey
or
man,
something.
look! Shout out to the criminals, man. The criminal minded is crazy,
They
bro.
stupid. But the biggest part of my week was celebrating Killer Cam's 17th birthday.
Cam.
That's my guy.
La Cam,
Oh,
When I tell you, that man had a ball. He started early on his birthday, which is Thursday the 26th. He went to school, acted a fool. He knew it was his day.
He knew it was
You
time.
couldn't tell him nothing. You couldn't make him do nothing. He had his party. He kept that same vibe. You know, he had a good time in school, kept the same vibe. We took him to birthday dinner at Hub 51. Shout out to, I forgot the server's name. She was tremendous. She was a jolly. It's a difference between jolly black people and jolly white people.
Yeah.
She was a jolly white girl. That jolly was just like, just a lot.
It might have been her
It was
real,
immense, bro.
her real spirit.
But he feed into it like, oh, this bitch belong to me, huh?
Yeah.
Like, fam, no, she's doing
It's
it.
mine? She mine?
Me, you know what I'm saying? She was great, man, and so we got that taken care of. Enjoyed, took some great pictures, man. Pictures I really love. I don't really take good pictures.
Yeah,
I
y'all
enjoy
took some
those,
really
bro.
good pictures.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? And then, you know, skip Friday or whatever. And Saturday we took him to laser tag,
Yeah, man.
which
I
is
heard,
tremendous.
heard the flyer was dope for that party.
Dog, it was cold. You stupid, dog. It was laser tag in the escape room. The young lady, he must get the charm of his dad. The young lady took a liking to him, his dad's charm. And
Oh, yeah.
she gave him an upgraded weapon of a machine gun at first one. We all going, pew, pew, pew. He didn't wear
Spraying
anybody
everybody
up.
down.
Round two, she upgrades his gun to a bazooka and a mortar shooter. So he aim your direction, you
They
dead.
just blow up everything over there.
The
Wow.
man going berserk. I'm like, dog, but
That's
to see the
what's up.
smile on his face, man, it made me feel like I had accomplished something, you know, worth more than anything money could buy you, bro. And it was just a great feeling, man, because in the end of the night, man, we sat on each other, shoulder, lean, like it was Mike Lowry and motherfucking, whatever dude name is, the bad boys.
Martin.
Why? Right. Why is Mike Lowry the only people remember, really?
Yeah. What is
Marcus.
Marcus?
Marcus.
because of the whole Mike Lowry. Mike
No
Lowry.
disrespect, Martin, but you know, Will, He probably slapped you too. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure he probably slapped him in them films a couple times. Accidental stunt double type shit.
Great week, man. Yeah, I know it was a little bit long-winded, but that was a great week for me, man.
What's up, man? Yeah, it was good to see Cam. He definitely looked like he was in it, man. He got one more year to 18.
Them Nike fits and them Jordans, man, it was fly, man. It was like they caught you in the moment, right? And everything that you posted, it told a story. And I was like, man, them shits is dope. Them shits is dope.
Yeah, it was real dope.
17 is a big number, man.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Especially when
shout
you
out to Killer,
man. You're taking care of hand and foot.
Yeah.
And you know you're entitled.
You say you know you're entitled.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, my week was pretty interesting,
bro.
Man. Yeah, what's up?
How was your fucking week, dog?
Oh, let me tell you. Thanks for asking.
So what?
Yeah, y'all don't bullshit today. No. I actually have some funny shit, right? So my daughter came home from college, right?
Okay.
She killed it, right? Grades was great, you know what I mean?
Kudos.
Upgraded her life, you know what I'm saying? So I come in the house. It's about a week ago at this point, right? I come in the house and there's a excuse my N-word, but I gotta say it, man. There's a nigga in the crib.
Oh, God.
Right? Now I've heard this gentleman's
Did he break in or something?
Shit, he came through the chimney, really low key.
Santa Claus is at your house. Where's the story going?
So look, right?
Santa?
Yeah, bro.
Christmas finna be lit.
Yeah, super lit, right? I'm looking like, fam, who are you? And why are you here? You know, he's just so comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Nigga in that refrigerator and shit.
Yeah, he walked out with the nod.
Yeah.
He gave me that
one. You know what I'm saying?
He's in the fridge like a Melvin
Man,
or Baby
I
Boy.
was just kind of coming down and get one of these sandwiches.
So I'm fam. What's up, man? You know, you got to holler at the man of the house. He get on up, you know what I mean? Shake hands. I said, all right. Next day, this nigga's here same time.
Oh.
Same bat channel.
That was in the pattern, huh?
Yes. I said, all right, man, come on. Let me holler at you. So I had to put him in a position where I could get him to talk, right? So, you know what I mean? Good young man, football player, man. Collegiate football player.
He put his hands on you, bro? That's why your voice sound like that?
No.
Get you in the throat. He punched you in the throat.
No. That young boy don't want no problems. Let me be very clear, right? Chopped it up with him, man. I had a man-to-man conversation with him, and I tell you all the time, like, fuck them kids for real. But I also say you got to talk to him. So I talked to him, you know, just set some boundaries, you know, and at the end of the day, you know, we good. And he's actually in the building today. Hey, Tone!
Now you gonna really call
Hey,
him
Tone!
You hilarious.
Yeah.
This is where the show becomes unorganized, bro.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, I'm just, you know,
sir.
it's for nostalgia purposes.
The best part is he's not gonna come, and that's gonna make it worse.
No.
Oh, that's Tone?
Yeah. That's the dog.
But anyway,
definitely
no.
need to get. Although there's some similarities.
So
Boy, yeah, she walking with the day walking in the crib, bro.
But
She walked in with Wesley.
here's the thing, right? So my daughter ain't been here like basically all summer, all winter. You know what I'm saying? So it was different because now she's back in the house, right? So we just been used to her not being here. So she taps me on the shoulder. She's like, "You just walk past me every day. You walk past my room and don't even say anything." I'm like, "Man, I'm so used to you not being here, right? Give me a minute. Charge it to the game, not my heart." Hey, Tone's in the building. Tone, watch the shot. Why don't get in the shot. 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 But I just want to let everybody know. Tone is still here to this day, right?
Oh, he came
right? He trying to make sure you didn't get killed. Like he's basically making sure that if somebody ain't seen you, it's not because you dead. Yeah.
Tone is my new son. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just letting the public know, right? You know what I mean? 10,000 listeners every time we drop them, to be clear. So they follow our story. And I thought it was necessary just to holler at you, right? You ain't got to get in the camera, but, you know, our conversation was
real.
real.
You won't get in the camera. I bet
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm team dark skin, brother.
Don't listen to this man, Tone.
You know, and no, real shit. The first thing I told Tone, I said, "Look, man, my daughter feels a way about you.
Okay.
And I need you to protect that." And he said, "Man, no problem." Now, from there,
it's actually happened.
Right? Does he changing the script up? Because you know,
he's very creative.
He be rewriting shit.
So from there, you know, now we're playing 2K at this point.
Okay.
Right. And
Did you put the pause on him?
Hold on. So I'm kicking. I'm kicking his ass. I'm kicking his ass all the way up to the fourth quarter, 3 minutes left, right?
Right.
And we had a few more conversations in between.
You can't rope it up on your ass, huh?
And he ended up winning by 5, and then he started talking shit. And I was like, all right. I'm like, all right, I'll fuck with him.
Did you cut the game off and tell him to leave?
No.
Right.
Tone ain't left, man. Look, and I told him, I said, look, bro, I ain't got no problem with you being here. You know what I'm saying? You come rock whenever you want to rock.
Right.
And we good. I said, look, you just respect me, respect my house, and we good. You know what I'm saying? And God is my witness. Am I lying?
No, that's what's up, man. Shut up.
No,
I mean, he actually called me with the whole thing, and I ain't gonna lie. You know, I talked him off the ledge. He had the shotgun. He had identified several sites. You know, that I'm familiar with having disposed certain things of. So yeah. He whatever y'all talked about, he called me back calm, like, all right, we cool, we good. I was like, cool, man. You know, I don't want to have to take off work.
Tone's a good brother, man. You know, he's going places in this thing, football, man. And
man.
No, it's cool. No, but one day before you leave though, before you go back to school, we're gonna do like a bridge in the gap segment. And I definitely want to, holler at you.
Yeah, bring on some young men.
Because he got a crazy story and it needs to be told. And if our listeners don't go as young as you, at least the parents, they can now understand it a little bit more. And that's what we do. We try to have conversations that will make it make sense for everybody that has, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's in y'all space, though. You know what I'm saying? So if you with it, we with it.
Yeah.
Say less.
All right, Chief, man. Good to meet you, man.
Absolutely.
But hey, that was my week,
man. Keep the door open, man. Keep the door open.
Yeah,
you goddamn right.
Well, that's what needs to happen.
Don't turn the TV up too loud either.
That needs to happen.
Hell yeah.
Fucking young ass whores. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they busy. They busy now.
That's what took so long.
No, but that's just part of my growth, man.
That's a good job in talking to him, because that's what needs to happen instead of the intimidating. Instead of the funny ass Marcus and Mike Lowry scene,
which we
from Bad Boys, you know what I'm saying, right?
We would have done that.
If
we would have thought about that in time, we would have definitely done it.
And recorded it, you know.
For sure. That would have been.
People love that scene.
Man.
What needs to happen more realistically is the fact that the man needs to talk to the young man that's becoming a adult man, you know what I'm saying, a grown man, and let him know, hey, man, this is how you move in the world. Once you start dating and courting somebody's daughter, man, it's not that you're lesser than or I'm better than. It's just respect there.
That's it.
Yeah, I think, and it is. Like, when he called me, it was kind of like I actually thought it was what was going on was something totally different than what ended up being the issue. But I think the fabric of the conversation is exactly that like, not, we grew up, even if our fathers, we had fathers, right? Even if our fathers hadn't told us that, it was also the accepted norm in all households. Yeah. So it was like, I remember the first time I went to my high school girlfriend's crib.
Yeah, one girlfriend.
I went after school.
Who has girlfriends in high school?
She wasn't really a girlfriend. It's just an easy way to tell the story. Critical ass people, man. Jesus Christ.
You was trying to smash, man. Keep it 100.
But I hate your voice.
So I pull up to her crib and, we sit out on the porch.
Right.
We ain't in the house. You know what I mean? And so we sitting out there, we chop it up, and it starts to get a little bit later. She's like, well, won't you come inside? I'm like, okay. Your daddy's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, your parents is in there.
You said daddy or dad.
Seems a little personal, you know what I'm saying? But she's like, no, come on in. I come in, and this particular person, Pops, really wasn't, the man of the house, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He was her father. They still respected him, but he wasn't like, he had other issues. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
cool.
It was like, but I remember him running down the joint, and it was just like, that was expected. It was expected that, you are going to be in the house of whoever you dating and hanging with. You're going to be in the house where their parents at. There's a total different set of rules that you play by. So I think, like to the point before, it's like, this generation doesn't automatically have that set of rules. It's not. In fact, some of my students, man, they share with me the stuff that they do with their parents, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, you would never. I would have never been caught in that situation. Like,
speaking of high school students, man.
High school students, man.
Urban College Prep, is that it? Is that it? Okay.
Sorry, what?
So they had their entire graduating class accepted into college. Right. And I talked to you about this, and we're not going to be long-winded on this. I think that's awesome. Right. But there is a caveat to that because just because you're accepted don't mean everybody went.
Yeah, there's an article out by a guy who used to teach at Urban Prep. And there's no shade, right? Like, at the end of the day, there's high schools out here that are still putting out 40% people even applying to college, let alone getting accepted to college, right? So yeah, there's a lot to go back and forth, but yeah, there's a teacher. And it's one thing about data is you can make data say whatever you want. So 100% accepted to college, you would assume that all those kids go to college. It's not the fact.
That's my first thought.
Only like 44%. The article he wrote mentioned that over the last 3 years, only 44% have actually attended college.
Right.
And then of the 44%, like something like 36% persisted. So it's the numbers can be misleading, right? This 100% comes out every year, right?
Right.
But there is a lot of
work to be done
in terms of getting those acceptances turned into actual college graduates. Yeah.
What about even enrollment?
And it's not just urban prep; it's every charter schools. This is a very famous charter school tagline to get people to disinvest in CPS. CPS, however, does not do the same level of intentional promoting. No, not promoting. Like these kids have senior year, like at charter schools, this is a class. Applying for college, applying for scholarships, this is your whole class. CPS doesn't really do that. CPS still puts that on the student. So if you are somebody who comes from a family of non-graduates, if you have nobody in your family who can really walk you through this process or support you through this process, you just out the game. CPS is just like, cool, whatever. If you don't go see the college counselor, if you ain't Jamal Cole, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you ain't got that type of energy, then it's just curtains for you.
Right.
Charter schools are very intentional about making sure that students, because a lot of students that go to charter schools don't have those supports. But yeah, the numbers aren't like
really quickly,
100% through.
I'm throwing some flowers though. I'm gonna hand them some flowers because them having 100% acceptance rate into colleges means that they are doing the work. If they are cutting corners when it comes to doing the books, if these kids are doing the work in high school, their grades are good if they're up to par to be accepted to these universities. Shout out to that. And in different areas of the city. Also, to acknowledge these young men on a grander platform because it's something about being acknowledged on a platform that makes you feel good, makes you feel great, man. You know what I'm saying?
And their little brothers will see it, and more young boys will see it like, getting accepted to college is the expectation.
So the next step, I think this segues into our next topic, kind of, if we go in order a little bit, is to somehow pause. There's nothing wrong with junior college too, and it's cheaper.
Not all of those are 4-year universities.
Okay, cool.
Not all of them. Some of those are junior colleges, community colleges, trade schools. Yeah,
right. So there's nothing wrong with junior college. I'm glad you said that. And the next step, the next building block to getting to that graduation rate or the person graduating that we want to get to is somehow procuring, the P word, procuring funds. You know what I'm saying?
That's a police word. That's a police word.
Yeah.
Some of it is finance. They said a large.
You ain't slick.
I think it was like 38% of them reported that they didn't finish because of finances.
Bro. Yeah, so it helped, the guy that just bought this property out south on 51st Street. You know what I'm saying? They using their capital to build businesses and invest in the neighborhood. Somehow, if they could reach back, toss a little something to the side. I'm not saying they're not doing it because they could be. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, look, before we go any further, let's pay these bills, man. Shout out to Dion as always. Food insecurity and hunger is projected to affect millions of Chicago residents this year. Dion's Chicago Dream is fighting food issues throughout Chicagoland. With its Dream Deliveries program, the Dream Team is stabilizing access and quality. To learn more and donate, visit www.Dion'sChicagoDream.com or search at Dion's Chicago Dream on all social media platforms. Again, that's www.Dion'sChicagoDream.com or search at Dion's Chicago Dream, again, with an S on all social media platforms. Feed families, create community, and fuel hope. All right.
Is the same person that did that, same person with his microphone right now?
You say what? I'm sorry?
Yeah, okay. All right.
So you brought up the 51st Street.
Venture, yeah.
Yeah, so a black development duo.
Venture.
The reason I thought this was important is because friend of the show, Brother Corey Gilkey. It's a black development. They're bringing a restaurant, retail, and housing to 51st Street corridor. It used to be a laundromat, and one of them just was a vacant space, and then just they're gonna build it out. This was dope. And the reason I thought it was dope, obviously, again, friend of the show, but he's putting his money where his mouth is at.
It's like right on Cottage, right?
Yeah.
51st and Cottage, yeah.
And there was also a barbershop there, too. So
Yeah, Canes was like a barber school. It's it's right
51st and Cottage.
It's right on the edge. It's not Cottage. It's King. That's
King,
51st and King
on.
Drive. My bad. It's right by the Green Line.
That's what a Renaissance, close to the Renaissance.
No,
right?
that was
Renaissance
47th. 47th. Yeah, so it's right down King
That's
Drive.
not a bad area.
No, it's right on that cusp of the Washington Park, right? So it's in that corner,
Right.
51st and Kings, right?
We're talking
where Washington
about
Park
17,000 square foot.
Yeah, it's a big
Right?
space.
It's a big space.
She said.
2 stories. It'll be 353 to 363 East 51st Street. So it's about a $6.1 million project, and they had to come up with at least 10%. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why we do what we do, because no one's talking about this.
Facts.
No one's talking about this. And then it's going to pop up and they'll be like, oh, damn, well, who did this? Corey Gilkey and his partners did this.
Yeah. No,
You know what
shout
I'm
out,
saying?
man.
So they said it'd be up in 6 months, man. I don't know, because you're going to run into shit when you build it.
Well, it depends on how much the renovation is, right? Like some things you don't have to redo everything if you're not building from the ground up. And honestly, man, construction game has gotten fast, bro. I don't know if you paying attention, but like when something starts, they go up quick now. Especially if you've got that schedule laid out pretty good. Now, the one thing that can hold you up is materials. There's a big issue with materials coming in, so that could turn into a situation for them. But yeah, no, man, I think that's big news on the South Side, man. More of that to come. You know, the benefit of the Corey Gilkeys and the Rico Nances.
And let me not short his partner, James Doherty.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They call themselves Policy Kings. Man, look, they are doing so much. And Corey is involved with Boxville as well. He's on Boxville.
He was one of the main guys helping coordinate that. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. When you have people that have a history of doing it, you get the nod a lot faster, right? Like when you say, "Hey, man, I'll throw my hat in the game. I want to do this."
When people come get you.
They like, "Let's go." Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely,
Right.
bro. Yeah. That's cool, man. I hope people see that. No matter if you connected or not, if you got the bread, you know some people. Maybe you have a plug. You can also look at them as an example of how to recreate. Buy back the neighborhood, as rappers like to say. Buy back the community. You know what I'm saying? Invest in it, and it helps the community blossom.
It's up to the public to make sure that it lives and thrives the way it's supposed to.
I hate this dude voice, bro. I swear for Jesus.
Yeah, this might have been the one to be like, "Hey, man, let's wait till tomorrow."
No, because it wasn't gonna get no better, man. It is what it is, man. I'm just
if
out
your
here
voice don't get no
persevering.
better, this show's over.
You know what? This might be the new swag for me.
Mostly that happened to my brother. He was doing poetry back in the day.
He lost his voice and the tooth.
He lost his voice. The tooth was later.
Yeah, I know.
But when he lost his voice, though, you gotta understand, this dude was hosting poetry sets 3-4 times a week. That was the money at the end. We were broke college students. But man, when he lost his voice, he lost it for a considerable amount of time. Like I'm gonna say, it was almost like a year or two. He just strained it.
No, he ate the wrong. He ate the wrong ass.
But no, he just used to.
Shout out Mosey.
He used to be so aggressive in his speech during the poetry set.
We're on you, bro. Yeah.
So he was, like just real, a lot of intensity on your vocal cords. And you do that 3-4 times a night all the time. Yeah. And then, he was also just real high energy guy. So
I can't yell for long periods of time. I get hoarse fast, bro.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck.
I learned with my classes, man, it's funny because every year you hear a first year teacher, you always know who they are. Because when the first week they're yelling in the present, sit down, everybody, man!
I'm your teacher.
I walk in like, all right, everybody, it's time to start. Y'all gonna keep cool. I sit down, put my feet up, bust my phone out. They keep chopping, chipping, and they be like, sooner or later, somebody be like, hey, man,
class started.
Teacher ain't said nothing. I'm like, oh, yeah, y'all only got 15 minutes now to finish the work that you still don't know is due in 15 minutes. So whenever y'all done, like, I put it on, I'm not finna yell over none of y'all. Ain't no way, shape, or form is that finna be happening in here.
Absolutely.
Well, you know,
y'all need to grow. I'm already there.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably should have said this first.
What you should have said first, dog?
Oh, man. Lane Tech.
Yeah.
Lane Tech.
LT.
I can't say enough about it. We are the state champions. Baseball at Wrigley Field.
Congratulations.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Shut that bitch down. Good job.
They had a good baseball team.
No, we kept a good baseball team.
Yeah.
Right. So kudos to them, man. And what I didn't like, and what is still very prevalent, there was not one black person on the team.
Oh well, yeah.
Well,
Also very Lane Tech like.
Look at the black population.
No,
as
real
well.
shit. Real shit. Again,
And then,
me and Joe
they also
Mack
recruit
were the
as
only
well.
2 black people on the team.
Yeah.
And y'all was light skinned.
Yeah.
But
We didn't have no white people on our team.
How far did y'all go?
My last year we went to the sectionals.
Okay.
But the year after that they won regional championship.
Right.
did you play?
Oh yeah, I played second base from freshman year all the way to senior year. I was a starter.
Now, see, you talk differently when we talk basketball and we talk baseball.
Because I played with niggas that went to the league. I didn't get ticked like that.
No.
in high school and
That's what I'm
basketball.
saying. So I actually respect your baseball.
Yeah, you say
game.
that all the time.
Yeah, no, I do because it's different, right? So I played basketball. You didn't,
Okay.
right? But baseball, clearly you were nice. Clearly you were nice. And I've never run up on anybody that said you weren't.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't hit for shit. I could have clearly
But
been a better.
but your strike zone was small, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't. I didn't understand that to be a good hitter, you had to be relaxed.
That's it.
I was overthinking everything up there in the plate. I was all tight and tense. Yeah, man. And that's why I was so
But
good in the field.
You should have been either lead off or 8. If
I
you
was,
went
I
lead
was
off,
usually batting 8, 9.
Or lead off.
I was fast.
right? Because
I wasn't.
That's
I
why. That's how
wasn't
your
snatching a bunch
strike
of
zone was
bags.
small
Are you still
because
fast?
now you get on base. So if you're 8, now I know I got 9, right? Then I'm at the top of my lineup.
Yeah.
Right. So you can still
Yeah, I
1,
just never
2.
had enough power to hit first or second. I always,
Somebody should
started
taught
out
you
hitting
place
first or
hitting.
second. I had a great hitting coach, Mike Woodard. Man, shout out to you. Flat out, honest to God, like
It was on user errors on you.
also baseball coaching in predominantly black neighborhoods is not usually very good.
Don't
Right?
do Jackie
It's
Robinson
just
baseball
like
thing
unless
like that.
cats come, because like so Mike Wood, our baseball coach was a wrestling coach and was also a wrestling coach, but his speech to us every year
And
was
the lunch man.
he sat the bench at Lions
Lunch man
Township
guy.
all 4 years, and he never played in any game, and that made him a good coach. That was his
Because you got
inspiration.
to break it down and watch it probably. Yeah.
But he was wrong. He was trash.
Yeah.
But Mike Woodard, who actually made it to the MLB, played with Ken Griffey Jr.,
trash.
had a 12-year major league career.
It's a nice
right?
stint.
When he came my senior year, he played second base.
Things
He
got
worked
different.
with me. I didn't strike out. I don't think. My first 2 years, all I did was strike out.
That's what she said. It's the girl
But
said
no,
too.
he taught me a much better, calm kind of stance.
Right.
I gained confidence from him.
You don't grip the bat until
Well, just all that, your hesitation step, everything. But I just gained confidence from Woodard because he was a real he was a player. He
Y'all
played.
talking for him, bro.
We had been listening to coaches that was just watching ESPN and, I
get it.
But I'm just saying, so you have more competitive teams tend to have better coaches, so you get better coaching. That's why, y'all's team back when we played y'all had everybody on the team was a pitcher.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Basically.
those are your 3 pitches. Everybody's a
They can do
pitcher.
it.
Everybody plays 7, 8, 9 positions, right?
Yeah.
Those are good systems because coaches are teaching skills for all positions, and that makes your team more dynamic.
Yeah.
And it makes those players develop faster. We didn't have that. Everybody played one position.
Lane, keep doing what you're doing. Don't be scared to recruit some brothers. They can play baseball too.
Or
Some Cubans.
Yeah.
Hey, big facts.
Latinos.
You might have to go
Latinos.
get the Cubans.
All that.
I want to talk about what I typically call some TMZ
I'm talking
shit.
about your voice.
But I got to give a shout out to my boy Pat Beverly, friend of the show. He's coming on. Believe that. Pat Beverly went on ESPN.
And snitched.
Pat
I didn't hear the
Pat
comment.
Beverly went on ESPN
And stitched.
and called it like he saw it.
Talking about
Right.
Chris Paul?
That was part of it. That was part of it, right? First of all, Pat, keep doing what you're doing, right? New media is the hashtag, and I love it. Here's the thing.
That's what he said.
Well, he about to have the next
He said new media.
podcast.
No.
Barstool offered him a deal.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
about to take
Exactly.
over a lot because he's
So-
so controversial as
I
it
ain't listen
is.
to that
Here-
shit, man. I'm cool.
Here's what people don't like.
Come on, man. He out of the shot, man. He got
Here's what
Man,
people
shit
don't
to me.
like. People don't like a person telling the real.
They're
right?
real.
They're real.
Don't say they're real, bro. It's
Right.
not everybody's real.
What did
It's-
he say?
No. So he called Chris Paul a cone.
Oh, that I heard.
in the last,
I saw that.
right? But what he did first was on First Take. He was checking Stephen A.
On what?
Oh,
On-
I did.
he said,
see
"Look,
this.
don't get on here and just fabricate." He's like, "What are we talking about exactly?" Right? I love that because
I saw through that shit, bro.
Everybody
hold on.
bag off of Stephen A.
Exactly. They do. All former
We got
players,
different cable, huh?
Not that white guy.
all former players come on there and give PR answers, right? The reason I love what position he took, it's like, man, look, I'm a defensive player. I'm missing 94 feet. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Now, all right, cool. If you got personal with Chris Paul, all right, whatever. That's some shit you got to work out. But at the end of the day,
nothing to work out. Just don't lie.
When you're talking about should James Harden get the max, and he has stats to back it up, he says, well, they gave Chris Paul the max at 22, 8, and 9. Why wouldn't I give James Harden the max?
Because James Harden is supposed to be a bona fide scorer. Chris Paul is a floor general. Let's start there. But okay, go ahead. Continue.
Now, the reason I loved his point of view is because he says, look, I'm in the locker room with them.
Right.
I know what time it is.
Right.
No one's afraid of Chris Paul. No one's afraid of the Phoenix Suns.
Can't validate that.
No one's afraid of Milwaukee.
Can't validate that, bro.
I'm telling you what this man is saying.
I watched it with you.
No one's afraid of this voice right here. That's why nobody's afraid.
Wrap this shit up, bro.
But
you stupid, dog.
Bottom line is this, right? The only thing I didn't like is when he was like, man, I had a conversation with a player.
Snitch.
And he said, man, I wasn't going to say it. No, fuck it, I'm going to say it. He's like, man, I had a conversation with Paul George. Now,
another person with a bad rap who had to redeem himself. So, okay, cool.
Yeah, so,
true.
You got to do better with that, man. Keep your personal comments to yourself, your personal conversation to yourself. But I love.
But that's what you want, though, right?
I don't know.
People loved it.
No, that shit is trash. Like
that's what he based his up. That's what he based his information on the league. He says Paul was speaking for the league, bro. He said, yeah, I had a conversation with. And he made sure it was a star level person. He's had several conversations with people around the league. I'm positive of it. Yeah. He made sure he mentioned a star level player to lay the foundation of everybody think like this about a star thinks about another star. But that's cool. I don't know. Did I let you finish yet? Go ahead, bro.
Let me ask you this: how often?
I'm not going to answer. I'm going my own tangent.
What's the coach that was the black coach of Temple?
John Chaney.
John Chaney.
Yeah. John Chaney should love me too.
That's not a real thing.
It's in the show like early.
Okay, let's go. You're right.
But anyway, how many players do they bring on that are active in the league right now that will say what he said and stand on it? That's what I love.
How many players in their prime?
I bet you PJ.
No, you're changing. You're moving the goalposts.
He ain't in his prime.
Active could be Vince Carter in year 20, bro.
Vince Carter is going to give you PC. I'm saying they knew what they were going to get when they brought him on, and that's why the internet went crazy. Shout out to the young boy. Go ahead, man. Talk your shit.
I ain't got nothing to talk, man. Pat Bev is in the league. I'm not. I'm here with an opinion, just like he has an opinion. He told a story about a LeBron James camp that nobody can validate. Nobody has validated about him tearing Chris Paul up, and I believe that. I don't believe that at all. That raised my antennas right there. All right, cool. Then they say you love and respect Chris Paul, but you just pushed that man in the back blindside style last year in the playoffs and he wasn't looking.
That was trash.
Bro. That was trash. So you don't respect him. You don't like him. You don't give a fuck about him.
And he apologized the next day.
Yeah, Chris Paul, you can apologize if you want to. He apologized for him. We had that conversation. He apologized for him. And because the world saw him do that, bro. He apologized because he gave a fuck about Chris Paul.
Chris Paul clearly isn't aggressive.
You had your time to talk on the microphone, bro. You had that. He didn't say that shit, though.
He didn't everybody be more upset when they get cut off than the box.
You brought up Chris Paul, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then,
super pissed.
So Pat Bev was on there, and I know this technique. You've seen this technique before with when you're dealing with an upset woman. I'm not calling him a woman, bro. When you ask Pat Bev a question, he responds to your question with another question, bro.
For clarity.
I didn't say that.
For clarity.
It's not clarity at all. With another question.
Clarity.
So it's like, okay. When he said, when Jeremy Lin, who had a flash in the pan, but he made his money, he said, man, Chris Paul, man, deserves a championship. Pat Bev say, deserves it more than who? Nobody said deserves it more than anybody else. You are looking for confrontation. You are changing narratives. He does that, bro. I'm cool on that. I don't need the controversy ever.
They call that a contrarian.
One loud person on that show. We don't need two. Yeah. And then to bring your personal bias into the show, which is a trip to me. But if you like that episode, a week later, Perk wasn't there. Perk came back.
Yes.
Perk checked that motherfucker.
Yes.
Through and through. But you don't bring that up, though, because what?
Because I knew you was going. That's your take.
I mean, but here's where the difference is.
Perk's been there about the locker room.
And
1 second, bro. He been about the locker room. And so all the shit.
Stop telling me what to do.
Right, that sounds familiar. All the shit Pat Bev was getting off on Molly, on Steve, on Russo, and all the people that never played the game, he couldn't get off on Perk, dog. You see the difference now? He couldn't get it off on Perk. He couldn't do it. And on top of that, Chris Paul came to Houston, and guess what Houston let go?
Well,
Pat Bev. Tell me this ain't personal, bro.
Collateral damage.
I think,
I'm not arguing. Was it personal?
I think it was trash what he did, but I respect the fact that he's gonna speak his truth. You call it the real. That's his version of events. I'm okay with this. Perception is everything.
New media, man.
You have to accept that Kendrick Perkins is on a broadcast deal. He has been for 3 years now, right?
He's got better.
So he's a full professional now. His first year, I remember watching him. He was stumbling through some. Yeah, he was saying stuff that might not have been, appropriate, right? So, so he's polished himself up, right? Because that's a bag, right? But Pat Bev also is just a contrarian, bro. He has always been that. That's his whole shtick. Just like Dennis Rodman, nobody would expect Dennis Rodman to go on the show and not say some
That's
wild
what we
shit.
sound like.
Dennis Rodman.
Wow.
I've heard that man voice before. I'm sorry about my fault.
Boy, a Customato sounding ass over there.
I already said Gilbert Gottfried.
He like Jadakiss so
I'm
much.
saying, I'm definitely
Jadakiss.
I'm definitely
Jadakiss.
Jadakiss.
Practicing how to do his voice. He ain't sick. He's trying to get his Jadakiss laugh on. But I just feel like you got to know what it's Patrick Beverly, dog. Like I wouldn't expect Patrick Beverly to be on a show and giving remarks. Like you said, you kind of know what he's coming with. He's coming to bring some smoke. But I think to your point, it is refreshing to hear somebody like, people don't be talking shit no more, man. Like Draymond Green, he say some stuff every time. One of the funniest things I seen was when that ma was out there doing whoop that trick with the Memphis crowd after the game. That's somebody who's just in real moment. They're in the real moment, right? And he ain't scared to say what he feel about his opponents. And I feel like we in such a PC world now,
and I hate that. I hate that. Like, see, Abasi doesn't realize he's new media, right? Because he gives the unpopular opinion all
about
the time, right?
They know what tight pants too. Hoochie daddy been 2 years for me. Already.
That part. But what I'm saying is I love that it's refreshing, right? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you do a podcast, if you're on television, you're only piggybacking on a few different things that you've heard on other different.
But you can also hear he responds immediately. It's the first thought that comes to his mind. He's not sitting there listening, trying.
That's his question
he's
tactic,
jumping
That's his question. Your question tactic.
But see, I love that because a lot of times.
But what do you mean this? But what do you mean that?
No. Sometimes your first thought is your best and or worst thought, and it could either catapult you. Or it's going to stagnate.
He got nothing to lose, bro. Like he ain't got no championships. He's always competitive. Whoever he plays, he gives fits. He's known for being a scrappy brawler, right?
Right.
Only thing that can happen is his name is in the news for this broadcast shit. He gets a podcast. He got $1 million worth of game. He on tour. Like there's nothing for him to lose. And I think he's speaking what he believes to be true about the joint.
That, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not that invested in the shit at all.
You starting your team in their prime. You taking CP or you taking Pat Bear?
In the prime, I'm taking CP.
In the draft, first out of college.
Yeah, CP.
For sure.
I'm definitely
Year 5, who you taking?
Probably CP.
Year 10, who you taking?
Right about now, I'm taking Pat Bev.
Year 10?
Because right now, I feel like CP's, like you said, he's a floor general.
You want to see the numbers from this year?
He's a floor general. He got great numbers and no championship, right? Pat Bev, I'm getting one at a fraction of the price. So I can get me a Pat Bev.
The results too.
I'm gonna get me a Pat Bev to go frustrate whoever the other star is on the other team, and then I might go get me one of these young boys who can, CP. I got nothing but love for CP beyond any other reason because he's the Players Association president, and he's held that role now for like 5.
But this isn't the first time that anyone in the NBA has said that they don't like CP. Whatever.
No, CP's amazing. He's Hall of Fame. There's no question about it.
I'm not talking about this shit,
yeah. I just want to bring up the fact that Chicago is representing on ESPN.
You always do.
Yeah, we keep it real. Wherever we at.
Before we leave basketball, Darvin Ham got your Lakers. What you think about that?
That's actually pretty cool, dog.
He was a beast in Texas. Texas Tech.
He was a great college
He
player.
paid his dues in I think Detroit, Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
As a coach, right?
As a coach, you know what I'm saying? He helped got them to a ring. Giannis gives him a lot of credit
Milwaukee,
for helping him.
Milwaukee
Man, you know what I'm saying?
So,
but the bigger part of that was the fact that in a league where in our lifetime the minimum amount of its totality has 75% has been black people. As far as 100% of the leagues, 75 has been black.
in terms of players.
And now for the first time, of course, everything's going to be for the first time now. You know, half the coaches of 30 NBA teams, half the coaches are black. And
please run them down because I didn't do the knowledge.
It's all good, brother. You know, we here for different reasons, brother. You got Chauncey Billups.
he hit a whisper in the dog.
Chauncey with Portland, Darvin with the Lakers. You stupid as hell. Doc with Philly, Dwayne Casey with Detroit, Ime Udoka, who's in the finals now, rookie coach with the Boston Celtics.
Married to fine ass Neil Long.
Jamal Dindy.
I love you, girl.
Every time I hear fucking they say I'm hopeless, I think about her, bro. Fuck the rest of that movie. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Mosley with Orlando, Jason Kidd with Dallas, Jamie Bickerstaff with Cleveland, all black head coaches. Mike Brown with the Kings, Monty Williams with Phoenix, Nate McMillan with Atlanta, Steven Silas with Houston, Ty Lue with the Clippers. We should have had him at the Lakers, man. Wes Unseld with Washington, which is funny as hell because senior played with Washington.
Yeah.
And Willie Green with the Pelicans, bro. It's nice to see that diversity at that level.
And how many was that? Give me a total.
That's 15.
Of the 32 teams, yeah.
No, that boy's he's pod now.
I'm thinking football. I'm thinking NFL.
You know right, because you love sports, but
yeah.
That gives me a different conversation. I'm gonna be sure win with this though. When they let you win at one level, that means they still comfortable at the level above that, which is GM. Exactly. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
GMs yet.
The GM.
I think we have 8 GMs.
When we start getting there, because we still have Elton Brand in Philadelphia.
And we had a couple, but we got a couple of owners. And so owners hire the GM. So, you know, you got Wade, you got Bron them, you know what I'm saying? I would venture to say Curry's going to, you know, invest in a team at some point, right?
Yeah, invest in Aisha Cookware.
I also think that's hilarious. Invest in all Aisha.
You bought that shit?
That's bullshit. Everything. You can turn shit upside down. You know what I'm saying? Hanging that motherfucker. Like the monkey bars.
That's funny. Hey, we should do product reviews on this show.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, don't fall for the whoop. Don't fall for the whoop. This shit here stick super.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, but I think it also says something about the fact that, like you said, 75% of the players are black. They probably prefer black. Like I was just talking about my baseball coach, white guy, never played the game before at any real level. Okay, you know, give me the guy that came from the MLB, black dude, right?
You respect
give me the guy that I can actually relate to, that actually has some game to give because they was in that field. They can see what I'm seeing. They can describe what I'm thinking and feeling. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it could be to that point too. And we know these players are getting a lot more leverage in who gets chosen as coach.
Absolutely.
You can't just hire a coach and then be like, all right, go whip them boys into shape. No.
Don't work that way no more.
No, partner.
Don't work that way
we
no
all
more.
make more money than you. So
so Kenneth, let me ask you this. Do you care or do we care that Lupe is going to teach a rap class at MIT?
I think it's genius. Man, it falls in line with my man,
Now, for the first thing I thought about was Ninth Wonder.
Yep.
And then Cosign.
Yep, Coach does his thing at Columbia. But, I mean, here's the thing about MIT. MIT is pretty much always at the top 3 American universities ranked. It's usually Harvard, MIT, Princeton. Right?
Massachusetts,
it's always in that
technology.
Yes.
Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So, yeah, some of the most brilliant technological advances that we've seen in our time, from the FaceTimes and all that, a lot of that started as a student project at MIT, right? Those cats come out of there. So the reason I think that's important is because it shows that Lupe's almost has a mathematical approach, a scientific approach, if you will, to his lyrical writing. So to be given an opportunity to teach that philosophy and that formula,
I need to take that class. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's
definitely for your
you know, that dude, if you don't follow up on Lupe, man, he's like a serious martial arts student. He studies like the katas. He studies all the weapon joints. Like he's
dad was his instructor, right?
He's an anime kind of dude. Whatever Lupe gets into, he tries to approach at master level. So yeah, him being at MIT is dope. But I love that hip hop is similar to, you know, before it was Cornel West teaching hip hop at Princeton. Fucking Michael Eric Dyson teaching. You know what we know.
No disrespect,
you heard.
Yeah.
No, but they definitely started trying to walk out there like they was gonna teach people what hip hop is. And I get it. You from academia, you can teach academians how to appropriate associate with hip hop, but you ain't gonna hip hop credit. We need to catch that. Do this like the Ninth Wonders and the Lupes, and I'm sure there'll be more and more to come. Because also these dudes getting older.
Let me ask y'all this: do you respect a teacher or a coach more if they've done it?
I do. I've always wanted to be a leader who was somebody who was in the trenches. I mean, I'm running my own stage at Summerfest Milwaukee this year, and I started as a dude who was sweeping up cigarette butts on that joint, right? I know when I go to talk to my staff, when I go to talk to my, my employees about things that we need to do, I'm not talking from a space of philosophy. I'm saying no. I'm gonna tell you exactly why those cigarette butts come up and those don't. I'm gonna tell you exactly why the garbage compact, because I did every job in this joint.
But does that discredit a Van Gundy?
It doesn't, man. I don't know if I necessarily respect a player or a coach or a teacher that has done what they're trying to teach or coach. Because if you look in the NBA, a lot of these players that try to come back and coach, they just don't. It doesn't translate. It doesn't translate to who they're trying to give it to, man. But a lot of times it comes down to relatability, knowledge of the game, and the ability to teach the material what people need to know that makes you great at what you can do. Because they say it about the Bulls all the time. I hate to go about the basketball, about everything. Well, shit. Let's go to Fred Hampton instead of Phil. It wasn't that Fred was the smartest person. How about Malcolm instead? They said Malcolm had the vernacular to fucking kill the world. But he broke it down in layman's terms. Right. That way how he reached the people.
Right.
I went to 3 different names. Boy is smart. You know what I'm saying? But Phil, Phil, it wasn't about talent. It was about telling Michael Jordan that you need your team, bro. Mm-hmm. You can do it all day long, like Captain America. We can do this all day.
Still gotta have
you know
strategy.
What? You need your team. Yeah. Bro, do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if Kenny's a player and come teach baseball and he gets it, it translates to my players, fam, Kenny the shit. If you've been a basketball player, just having knowledge of how to deliver X's and O's to players, but you come to get the job done, kudos to you too.
I agree. It is about chemistry. I'll say that flat out. I mean, when I coached football, I was never a football star at the high school level, the college level, right? But I knew the game so well, man, and I studied football. Like of all the sports, what I was really the most knowledgeable about was football, right? And when my dad was like, "Yo, you can't play," I immediately started learning from the coaches.
He told you couldn't play?
Yeah, I was too small, man. I was like 90 pounds. He's like, man, it's not a thing. I'm not going to let you go out there. He was like the all-state linebacker in the division. I think he went to
195
Glenbard.
pounds.
He was 225. Damn. He ran a 4.3. And they was going to put me at running back. Like that dude was going to crush my ribs in half. I didn't think that at the time. I was a tough guy, but yeah, my father was smarter than me. But anyway, immediately I began studying coaching immediately. And when I coached Pop Warner, one of the things I remember, to your point, is a lot of the other coaches were still playing. And so they still had that day-to-day passion.
Right.
But their ability to create learning football players, all they could do is be frustrated about the fact that the kids didn't do what they would have done in their minds if they were on the field, right? So you lose kids that way. Kids can't develop that way, right? And we had tough teams. We could have easily won championships if we would have took ourselves back a step and said, man, let's look at more about what these players do, not what we want to do, not what we think we should do. Let's look more about what they want to do. And I think chemistry is, to your point, chemistry is a great part of it. If you can see, just because I've been teaching for 10 years and I'm in front of kids doesn't make me a great teacher.
Right.
If I can't find a way to get these kids involved and to get the best out of them, then it doesn't make you good at anything. You know what I'm saying?
Here's something I want to transition to, but you petty. Hey, look. I feel away, bro. I feel away. Leaving basketball, when we're talking about mass shootings, I feel like this is now the new norm, damn near. You know what I mean? And the reason I bring it up is because Steve Kerr got on the mic, didn't want to talk basketball at all, right? And he said, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop, right? My first thought was like, damn, why does he feel that way? I didn't find out until after that his own father died in a mass shooting. So I understand where that energy and passion comes from. But beyond that, he named a few senators in his rant. And this is coming from a white man, right? What does that mean if he's been dealing with this for 40 years?
Him.
Personally. Okay. Personally, right? for him to say, you know what, let's put basketball to the side. He didn't even preface it. I'm gonna let you go.
No, he ended with like, "Yo, now we're gonna go play a basketball game."
Now
you get paid to coach, and they get paid to do.
That shit would definitely hit different for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I understand his point of view. But I guess the question would be, what are you doing to move the NRA? What are you doing to move the Senate and the Congress to stop some of this, if it's even possible?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, Sandy Hook, right? It happens. And I'll damn near feel like it's some copycat shit.
No, it's not. It's
I don't know. I don't know.
Never know, but yeah.
I don't know. Copycat is a more specific term for somebody trying to do something exactly the way somebody else did it.
For sure it is. But
like
what I'm saying is, this happens. Way too often.
Yeah.
Way too often. And I could not imagine my kids being in school and a motherfucker running up in there and killing them.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I can't imagine kids, because they have cell phones, shout out to cell phones, calling 911 and the police not responding. For 77 minutes, you're letting this fucking
they were on the phone with one of them, but they were...
Bro, he in there getting it in.
But right, they're trying to ask questions.
There was a mother who ran in that motherfucker, got her kids up out that bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Motherfuckers ain't talking about that.
The police was just standing outside.
What are you talking about? A mother's love is different, bro.
It's first of all, you're 100% right, man. It happens. It's happening more and more and more and more and more.
Too frequently.
There's a thousand
mass shootings are up 50% too. Not to cut you off.
No, yeah.
They're up 50% since 2021.
It's one a week now, bro. It's one a week, right? And you know, our first, probably the first mass shooting that we all were introduced to was the Columbine thing, right? And it was some years before something else like that.
There was one in Northern. My niece was down there.
There was one in
you know
Northern.
What I mean?
There was
like,
one
come
in
on,
Virginia Tech. I mean, my point is like these have become commonplace, and that was Steve Kerr's real point. Steve Kerr's point was, this can't just be another thing that we go, oh, wow, thoughts and prayers, and then let's go play basketball. That's the point that he was really making, is that, like, we all have just gotten so used to this that we're just numb to it, and we're not pushing the people that can change it. Now, 2 quick points about your original question. Can you change it? How to change it? First of all, the UK, after the first mass shooting they had, 28 years ago, right, changed gun laws, super strict gun laws, right?
How many have they had since then? Zero.
Right?
Zero.
So, and these are the same, these you know, we know for real, these mass shootings typically come out of white communities. They don't come, you know, different types of mass shootings come out of the black community. But these, where they just go in strange places and just shoot up random people, those typically come out of the white community. That's one. But I saw something more interesting. Bottom line is the NRA has so much power over senators because they got so much money. So they can guarantee every senator, governor, whatever, double, triple what anybody else can guarantee them for their campaign.
Yep.
If you can get me double, triple what anybody else is, I can guarantee myself I can win. That's why when you look at the current senator roster, most of them motherfuckers been there a long time. Because they're guaranteeing wins, they're guaranteeing their own power. And that's what Steve was also saying. There are 50 people who are looking out for their own power and interest, and they don't care about the rest of us. Money. And their whole job is to represent us. So that's the first. This sister used to work for the insurance company. She said the only other lobby that has never lost in terms of getting politicians to sign a bill a certain way is the insurance company. She said, this is what you need to do. She said, we need to have a mandatory life insurance policy for all black, brown babies in the United States. And she said, off top, the amount of cost that's going to cost states, the federal government, some of these corporations, right? That automatically the insurance company is going to rush in.
She said
they're going to
insurance companies don't lose.
No, they're going to get the gun laws changed so that this doesn't have to happen, right? Yep. And so I think that to me, I've heard a million versions of this, including what Jamal Cole, you know what I mean, who's running for Congress or whatever, including what he said, including what Swain has said, including what Sharice said, right? They all, I mean, shit. Cole was shot himself. Sharice lost a family member, you know what I'm saying, to gun violence. Swain's had, you know, multiple run-ins within just his store, right?
He was killed
so
last
it's
summer.
like they all have personal invested, you know, experiences as well. But that is the most, what she is basically saying is you have to fight the money that keeps the problem going with the money that can stop it. And the only institution that has enough money to do that is the insurance company. So I would love to see some of that conversation because the rest of it is just fucking conversation. Yep. The rest of it is just, we could do this, we could do that, we should do this, we should stop doing this.
They'll pay for a funeral, right? Give a headstone and move the fuck on. That shit is trash.
That to me is a leverage point that you could really, really make change if you really want it.
I'll start here with the numbers for 2022, okay? School shootings by country. Guess how many the United States has?
It's double figures.
You have some very good glasses. I look at my goddamn phone.
I actually didn't see the numbers. I didn't. The green arrived box from 2 hours ago is still on the phone, so I didn't see it.
Shit, ain't it?
Just won't close the window.
288, bro.
288.
288 this year. 2022.
This year.
288. So imagine how many we haven't heard of.
Oh my God.
Okay. The next closest country.
That's 3 figures.
Has guess how many? I'm gonna help y'all out.
I'm gonna say like 6.
Remove the 2 and the 8 from the first number I gave you.
Yeah, exactly.
8, goddammit.
Exactly.
8. That tells you what the problem is.
Even third world countries. Like,
right. The next one, I ain't call you third world Mexico. Y'all got some good vacation spots, but y'all out here a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Mexico has 8. South Africa has 6. The rest is just where you around that fucking number right there.
These are countries that are dealing with like internal civil wars and
Absolutely. They won't kill the kids.
Right.
They won't shoot up schools. You know what I'm saying? But Steve Kerr's rant, his heartfelt rant, his truth, rubbed me the wrong way. Not because it's him. Not because it's him. Maybe it is because of him. Maybe it's because of his complexion. Maybe it's because of his entitlement. Okay? He wanted that rant about killing kids, gun laws, and I waited for a day. I waited for 2 days. I waited for 3-4 days. Nobody said, shut up and coach. Now, when our figures actually said something about
no, that boy's he's pod now.
Regardless of who killed them, and they spoke about it holding hands, standing shoulder to shoulder. They spoke about it on personal platforms. These motherfuckers came out of nowhere and everywhere at the same time saying, shut up and dribble.
When LeBron and them was
Absolutely,
coming
bro.
out saying,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm glad Steve gets a pass. And Pop also is good for this as well, too. You know what I'm saying? They do this, but it's funny how nobody came and told this white man to shut up and fucking coach. Because they're both in the sports world.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? And it is really fucking bothering me, man, you know. But something else my mind also went here. I made a post about, I just listed the recent mass shootings. And they were all in schools. You had Uvalde, Texas, a school, obviously. Buffalo was the grocery store. The New York City subway. The California church shooting. The California church shooting was Asian on Asian. Okay? Buffalo was hate. The subway was ridiculousness. But Uvalde, Texas was Latino on Latino. I can guarantee you, and I can be speaking out of emotion right now. You can see how excited I am. Emotion right now, that I bet you if it was black on black, somebody would be saying black on black right now. Look at black folks doing it. Doing this. But this goes to prove a point where we try to, the educated black folks, I can't just say black people. The educated people try to tell y'all all the time, when y'all say black on black, we try to tell y'all most crimes are committed, they are crimes of opportunity or proximity.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to clean up this stupid people. Yeah. We got to clean them up, bro, and get them the fuck up out of here, man. It's tragic, though, because I thought about my son in Limblom. They had gun incidents. Gun incidents also going to all these schools around Chicago, too, though. I hear about it. I read about it. I just don't say it because I don't believe in fear-mongering, but I do believe in being informed.
Fear-mongering.
Yeah. Imagine my son, 17 years old, high school junior, nonverbal. He can't call me and say, Dad, we in trouble. Right. So immediately when I heard about this, man, I'm thinking about hugging my son. I'm thinking about Cam. It may be another reason why I gave him extra love this week on his birthday, bro. Hugged him tight as I fucking could. Almost took the breath out of him, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just really tremendously sad that in a country that they say is for milk and honey, the bottom of the Lady Liberty says, bring us your huddle, mass, your poor, your motherfucker, your sick, shutty. That's the Bible right there. The shelter, you know.
Yeah, so that we can capitalize off of their labor.
And also let y'all fuck each other up because we're going to put things in place, constructs in place, condition you motherfuckers mentally. I know conspiracy theories, but the shit's real. Where you guys are going to fuck each other up tribally, you know what I'm saying, to the point where we still going to profit off y'all anyway.
Yeah, I love, your point about like different people's criticisms get seen different ways is real. I thought it's interesting, even like just the fact that, the NRA that same week had a convention and they banned guns, bro. The National Rifle Association banned guns at their own event because of safety reasons. So like, this is the level of disconnect that we must have as people when it comes to money, that the people who have been, the only reason why we have this, the main reason why we have this problem is somebody who took advantage of an amendment that is outdated. That law, the Second Amendment, was formed when they were trying to when they were breaking away from England, right?
Right.
So the idea of having your arm was actually about protecting your family because you didn't know if they would come in the middle of the night.
Right.
We motherfuckers was shooting muskets back then, bro. The current laws, we don't need that, fam.
Muskets, you're right,
the British aren't coming. The redcoats are not fucking coming, bro.
True shit.
So like these laws are so antiquated, and NRA has taken advantage of that to that degree. And so yeah, it's mind blowing that we can see it be like, oh yeah, y'all don't want guns in y'all's own situation where their solution to this is arm the teachers. There's a school in Arkansas, a Catholic school in Arkansas. They showed all the teachers. The principal is 69 years old. Old black lady had a 38 revolver, right? They asked the students, do you feel safer now that the schools have guns? Like the teachers have guns. And they gave the teachers training and all like that. The students said, yeah, I want you to keep in mind though, this is in a rural, like Arkansas, New Mexico. Bro. It's in a rural area. You probably got a total of 100 students in this school, right? It's a lot easier to manage that. You do that shit in Chicago? You put guns in these teachers' hands in Chicago? Some of these teachers is former vice lords. GDs.
I mean, we've seen teachers punch the shit out of these students.
It's not bro. It's not gonna work.
No.
It's not gonna work.
I feel like I sound better.
No, you just sound like you gargling out loud.
Hey, look. And I want y'all to be very clear about Memorial Day. I got something that y'all need to hear.
Oh, you gonna give us the Black Stay Woke
Memorial
Day facts?
Stay woke, man.
Cookouts with Frankie Beverly and Maze playing, Black Charlestonians held the first celebration in honor of Black lives lost during the Civil War. As the war came to an end, Black Union soldiers who had been captured were tossed into mass. Before there was Memorial Day as we know. Before there was Memorial Day as we know it now, cookouts with Frankie Beverly and Maze playing, Black Charlestonians held the first celebration in honor of Black lives lost during the Civil War. As the war came to an end, Black Union soldiers who had been captured were tossed into mass graves at a race course converted into a Confederate prison. So a group of formerly enslaved Black people dug up nearly 300 bodies to create proper burial sites for our people. Just 3 weeks after the defeat of the Confederate South, on May 1st, 1865, 10,000 people gathered in what would become the country's first official Memorial Day parade. In honor of the martyrs of the race course, our ancestors laid flowers, sang hymns, delivered sermons, and even barbecued. The celebration was practically erased from history by white Charlestonians who wanted a version of the holiday that didn't include the truths of the Civil War. Follow We Are Push Black for more little-known Black history stories.
It's going to be tremendous.
All right. Play that.
A nice amount of adult time, too.
No, play that because a lot of times we celebrate all of these holidays that mean actually nothing to us.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We started Juneteenth.
They stole that shit already.
Yeah, it's ice cream now. It's
trademark.
It's all over
Walmart.
Yeah.
A chemical company trademarked that shit. I had to look that shit up.
Yep.
But
Smart.
you know what?
Smart
The thing about that
business.
is, absolutely. And we say it on the show before, I celebrate these holidays because I get to see my family. It's the only day a lot of times, it's one of the few days, or select few days during the year that these companies that work your fingers to the bone, and they get you your family time off. You get to see each other. Now, I do respect those that served in my lifetime, regardless of why they did it. If you believed in the cause,
I'm
do it. If you believed in the war, do it. If you had to feed your family,
I agree with that.
do it, bro. That's why I respect and celebrate that. So her points are very valid. They're very salient points, you know what I'm saying? But I look at holidays for what they fucking are to me and my family, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's really it.
Big facts.
Like Juneteenth, bro. How the fuck you take it already? How they take it already? And then go put what was the flavor they had?
Vanilla,
velvet and something else.
Vanilla and some other
come
shit.
the fuck on. But then the young lady that the black sister, the entrepreneur of the black ice cream brand, I forgot the name. You'll get to it in a second, bro. She has flavors, and they're all Southern comfort food flavors. I appreciate
Liz.
that.
That's Liz.
I appreciate that, bro. But Why can't we open stuff other than Southern Comfort joints, food joints around the city all the time, bro?
So here's my thing. Why not profit off of what you know how to do, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? If I'm the best motherfucking point guard.
If she can make pecan pie flavor ice cream, bro, she can make anything.
Hold on.
Say it again.
If I'm the best point guard.
Okay.
If I'm Kyrie, face ass. If I'm Kyrie, right? Bob Cousy can't teach me how to, you know what I'm saying, 2020
Bob
cross.
Cousy, bro. I'm sorry.
What?
Reddick killed Bob Cousy. Remember we said that? Somebody said.
Yeah, it was Reddick.
Reddick said something about Bob Cousy, and
No.
said.
No. Reddick was defending, like some other body else was like, Bob Cousy was one of the greatest top 5, whatever, all time. And then Reddick was like, get out of here. Kyrie will kill Cousy.
Absolutely.
And then Cousy probably came back. I don't know what he said.
He did. He said something about Reddick. I'm like, Reddick will kill Cousy. Go ahead, though.
What I'm saying is,
JJ killed Bob. Pause.
Being a master of one thing is better than being a master of nothing. Like, let me be clear.
Kung Fu Negro.
Yes.
Back in the building.
Yes.
Kung Fu Negro has returned.
So
he got the old Kung Fu voice on now.
So
see, wait, no. Let's rewrite that. He goes, being the master of something is better than being the master of nothing. Also, let's break that phrase down. Being the master of something is better than being the master of nothing.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Be like water.
Because you have no idea how many people.
Nigga Miyagi.
No, listen.
Nigga Miyagi. That's gonna be his.
I told you, Josh.
Not Mr. Miyagi. Nigga Miyagi.
He started blowing his head and shit too, though.
This nigga Miyagi. Not the cologne. This nigga Miyagi.
You have no idea how many people master nothing.
You gotta let me edit this show. I'm putting Miyagi face over here. The whole shit.
You have people waking up every day. They are not the masters of their space.
Okay.
How the fuck can you teach anybody anything?
Or you will not eat your food.
What I'm saying is this. Why the fuck not, to your point, while y'all laughing and giggling about this?
Sorry, man. That was too much.
About
That was too much material.
Chef Liz Rogers, right?
Teach a man to read.
She's Black Excellence this week, right? She's Black Excellence this week. What I'm saying is,
it's better to have a parachute, bro, on a plane than not have a parachute on a plane, bro. You know that?
What I'm saying is fuck you and fuck both of y'all. Now, bottom line is, you brought up a bullshit point.
Why can't be bullshit, bro?
Because what do you mean? Why does she have to do this and she can do this?
I say I'm tired of. She can do what the fuck she want to do.
Why are you tired of it, bro? Here's the thing.
It limits us to think we're going to do certain things.
No, it does not. 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 What it means is,
love that.
I'm good at what the fuck I do. I've learned a way to monetize it, and it is what the fuck it is, bro. Like it is just that's just what it is.
You at about a 10, bro? She's
No,
about a 6.
not at all. My volume's all the way up. Turn my views higher.
I want you to go all the way hoarse.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
What's a VU?
Volume, cool.
Oh, he getting heated over there, boy.
Here's the thing, right?
You got a nice haircut, too.
If I call myself the pod god, if I'm the pod father, right?
Why do you do these things, bro?
If I can
trying to get into a place and make sure to offer that it can't.
This is radio dedication, huh? Wow.
Right, exactly.
if I can be great at one thing,
right? Be great at that. And I can monetize that. It does not mean that I'm not with the entire culture. Sure. It just means that in this space, I'm great. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody that wants to come to this lane, I'm going to teach you how to do that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So fuck both of y'all.
Why so aggressive, though?
Nah, man, fuck both of y'all. You know what I mean?
Anyway, you chose to do this show, bro. You know
I did.
I love it. Going to be sitting over here. You know exactly what you knew.
It's better to have gas in your car than to not have gas in your car, bro.
Hey, we gonna flood the podcast page with these Miyagis.
So check it out. Before we go, right? Let me go ahead and give a real Black excellence, right, to Chef Liz Rogers. She's the founder, president, and executive chef of Creamalicious, one of the only Black-owned national ice cream brands that's in mass production, which means you can find it at Target, Walmart, Meijer.
Nice. Southern joints.
Right.
I don't eat ice cream.
I mean, so now, if you are a whack rapper, which you are, and you on the chitlin circuit, but the chitlin circuit loves you.
I don't eat chitlins though.
That's what they used to call them back in the day, right? But
change.
You're going to do that. Right. You're gonna get that bag.
We on the chitlin circuit right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I brought it back around.
Fuck you.
It's all good.
Good job.
How you feel now?
Great. Fuck you, man. But
hey, I thought we other Creamalicious, bro. Volume 2. You see that one?
Nah.
Boy.
Hey, Abasi's funny as shit. Funny as shit. That was a good one.
That's funny as hell.
No disrespect, Liz. I love what you're doing. We love what you're doing. Hey, I heard volume 3 though. From the river. That's all good, bro.
Back to Howard. Before we got out of Black Excellence, Howard University students they won a $1 million grand prize at Goldman Sachs. It was a case study that they were doing. They won $1 million. At the end of the day, Abasi talks about it all the time in reference to everybody now wants to be down, right? And again, let them be down, right? Get the bag. All my black students, put yourself forward, right? Find out these programs, find out these grants, get these scholarships because they're out here. And at the end of the day, it's free money. You know what I mean? It's free money. You're gonna do the work anyway. Get paid for it. And then once you're in the door, now you can try to change some things.
Nothing bad to say there at all, bro. I just know that if I would have chose Howard over Indiana State, bro.
Yeah, you've been here a couple times.
I was younger, bro. I was so young. I didn't know any better, dog. Yeah. I would be a homeless man with like 10 kids, bro. I have never seen that kind of black beauty in my life, bro.
Yeah, and that basketball team was not a focal point, so you wouldn't have had a career in mind. It would have turned immediately into partying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, career in porn. Yeah. I hear Howard. Never mind.
Hey, did the students ever stop complaining about the deficiencies in the dorm rooms at Howard?
I don't even know.
I haven't seen anything about it. I got to call D and find out. His daughter goes there. She's a sophomore now. She killed it.
That's right.
Nice.
Shout
out Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Shout out Sarge.
Yeah. What up, Sarge? What up, Sarge?
I ain't calling that man
Sarge. It made me laugh to say it, though.
Hey, when I ran up on him at the live show, Sarge, what up? You know what I'm saying?
Sarge was like, they're going to let me in.
Man, Sarge. You got to build your guys up, man.
Yeah, you do, man. You know what I'm saying? Sergeant Blanchard.
Does he know I'm a sergeant? Y'all go too far with that ranking shit.
They do, though.
It is grown ass man.
The more I get promoted, bro. When I get promoted, dog, I'm going to disappear so far into the background. You don't even know I'm at work half the time. You don't know I'm there now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, this what's this episode 101?
101.
Season 4.
Podcast at 101. Come watch us, son.
What's a story you got about 101st Street?
It's a Harold's that used to be on 103rd and Halsted, close to 101st. That bitch was fire though. I used to go to 101st and Rhodes. I think it was Rhodes. That pussy must have been good, boy.
Hey, I ain't gonna say no names. But that was back in the early UIC days.
I used to make motherfuckers come from 100s to come holler at me.
Yeah, I didn't know what the 100 was. I didn't know. I heard the phrase wild hundreds, but I hadn't done any context like research.
Right.
And I'll never forget hopping off the bus. I was right past Chicago State. I went because you catch it you catch it on 99th Street off a red line. So you get off the red line, you catch it right there. Anyway, drop me off. I want to say it was 101st Road. Man, when I tell you, I thought I was in like when they talk about Chirac, that's what pops in my mind.
Yo, can you hear me, bro? I'm Sarge. What up? You there?
Oh, by the way, that's Amon. That's not Miyagi. That's not Kung Fu Jones.
That's Amon, right?
That's not.
You know how trash his voice is to Cobra, bro?
That's not Al Pacino.
The boy voice is garbage.
Yeah. Hey, look. I'm live on a podcast. I had to call Sarge real quick, man. Just gave you Black Excellence, man. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty well, my friend. I'm at Costco right now shopping.
Costco shopping.
That's what you do. That's what you do after work, man. You come to Costco.
You ain't getting none of that Kirkland.
Why wouldn't I?
Okay. Yeah, it's a good buy. Man. No, I just want to tell you live. You know what I mean? Hey, man, look.
What sound like me?
Proud of you, man.
Also, Amon's taking all the credit for your promotion.
Absolutely.
I've never said that.
He said he gave you these kung fu like speeches in this voice, and that's what got you
That's what he told you?
inspired to become a sergeant.
Joe, he told me the ass whoops he gave you in the court motivated you to work harder as a police officer because you knew they had a future in basketball.
Yeah, he been hating me.
Hey,
he been hating me since Coach Lewis made us go up and down the hallway with dribbling drills, and I was murking them, bing, bing, all type of combos.
No, it definitely didn't happen, but you can have that.
Yeah, no, it happened. That's what, it
Don't buy a 40-pack of sweaters, bro.
I don't believe Dakova never played basketball based on the shit that he says never happened or did.
Yeah, I got film, man.
That game never happened. That's what never happened after all that shit talking.
Hey, no.
Hey, is he that shopping for Hoochie Daddy shorts? Hey,
go ahead, bro.
Hey, Joe, what item Hoochie Daddy shorts in the Costco, bro?
Hoochie Daddy shorts? Is that a real thing?
Hey, look, I just want to tell you, man, congratulations, man. For real.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the love, my boy.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Shit, I never joined the ranks. You know what I mean?
You were not welcome. you were intentionally.
Look. Watch this. Sarge was there when I was running around the track.
Yeah, I'll push you and motivate you.
That nigga recorded that shit, bro.
Man, he lost a lot of weight. That was
why are you here right now, fam? Get out of here.
Because
I was there for motivation.
I did not take it as motivation.
Right.
It was a little hate and humor and motivation at the same time.
Yeah, it's all good though, man. I love you, my boy.
Love.
Congrats, bro.
At what
I appreciate
point
it, brother.
are we gonna stop? At what point though, like, I don't mind the baggy clothes. I'm trying. I'll say really quick. You know, the fitted. I've already gave in to the fitted, style of pants and shorts. Why must everything have a name now, a different name? And especially when it's just the Europeanization. That's even a word.
Europeanization.
Yeah, I made this shit up though.
Well, that's a real word.
Fashion.
What the hell going on here?
I thought it was, but
you tried
it didn't sound right. Me verbalizing that shit, man. So now I've seen this argument of men not liking the men that don't like fitted clothes, don't like the fitted clothes, and the women that say, "Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with it. You should wear it." And now the pushback is, well, you want to see us looking feminine and emasculate us, and the women are like, "Fam, we didn't tell you to buy the shit, but we like to see you in it." So like, it's in the middle now. You got the archaic cavemen that's gonna be like, no, like y'all two motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? That don't like tight clothes. Y'all saw the motherfucker sea moss colored pants I had on episode 100. Straight. No, I'm just kidding. I turned Hoochie Daddy.
I think Jay said it was small.
I think the thing about it's all obviously for attention, right? It's a social media created word. So it's like the design is to get more clicks. It's designed to get more attention. If you call it, you calling more people?
Can you talk?
Bro, you got to just chill, fam. You got to chill,
101, man. Season 4, man.
He want everybody.
He ain't got no voice and he talking.
I was gonna say, he want everybody to hear this fucking Miyagi voice he got going on.
Fucking. But I mean,
Europeanization is a word. By
absolutely, thank you, sir.
Yes, it says the process in which a nationally non-European subject, culture, language, a city, or nation adopts a number of European features, also related to Westernization. Yes,
there you go. You know what I'm saying?
There's such thing as Africanization.
I didn't see that.
It's basically when somebody tries to take African shit and make it look
appropriation.
Like it's here. Yeah, something.
There
like
you
that.
go. What a nice word for it. Africanization. They really tried hard there.
So is this the end of the show or no?
No, it's the end. We're done.
Yeah,
we're
bro.
Done.
Are y'all changing your wardrobe or no?
What?
Oh, Hoochie Daddies? No,
I'm buying what I feel comfortable in.
The grown man turned slim fit.
I will wear. I have committed over the last years.
Bro, you haven't grown since you was 7.
It's true.
Thank you.
You're welcome. More form-fitting wear. I used to wear baggier stuff, right?
I've seen those photos.
I've committed to more of the form-fitting, and it does. It makes you look more professional. It makes you look more like, your body types are designed a certain way.
Right.
For certain people, tight clothes could be a bad move. I think mine is one of those people. But, for others,
he's one of them people.
Of the fit crowd, like we can get away with being, a little bit more fit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? No shade against Cubilla, but he's an awkwardly shaped dude. So it's like when he wears tight shirts, like he's got like a long torso, he's got like a bit of a gut. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really got no like chest situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he does good with a baggier shirt. You feel me? It's still call it.
Just still lazy. Just don't go around smacking people on the ass because they got smaller shorts.
Oh yeah,
on.
no, that's not okay.
Don't do that. Okay,
that's not okay.
Some shit's still inappropriate.
And I don't be trusting. Some of y'all actually might be men.
Hey, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You call
him. I'm walk away, bro.
No.
I gotta go. To work, bro.
They're talking about slim jeans and tight fit shit, right? You're live on a podcast, man. It's Corner Convo.
You live on a podcast, dog.
Oh wow! And I'm at work. I'm the next time.
Oh, you at work, but
you got cheap parts.
How the fuck are y'all okay with this tight shit that y'all be wearing, man? How are y'all okay?
It's definitely not okay, man.
It's definitely not okay.
It's definitely not okay. What do you do?
You know
what do you do? It's 2022.
Bro, but you wear tight jeans though.
Damn.
Yeah, you are in the skinny jean camp, bro.
Niggas, I'm slim. Everything looks tight on me.
I want slim Hey, 29 slim. You know what I'm talking about?
A grown man should not wear 29, man.
Hey,
Get
man.
out of here.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Hit differently, bro.
Right.
All right. I'm done calling all my slim fits, man. Get out of here, man.
He just hit the recent tab on his phone, bro. Just start picking names, bro.
All
right, for sure. All right. Yeah. I don't have any big guys, big fellas, you know, that can wear slim shit. Like I wear shit that makes me feel comfortable.
I wear slim clothes.
Yeah, man.
It's over my closet, bro.
No, I had to make that change. Like you do.
It's going to happen, bro. You know it, right?
Especially the older you get, people expect you to know more about your fashion. And if you 45 years old, you walk around in like baggy shirts, you look kind of, you look a little bit outside of
all sports gear all the time.
Yeah, exactly. You always, it gets.
No. I'm with that. I'm with that sports fashion. And let me be clear.
You show up to a job interview in a promotional interview.
If I could, I fucking would. And that.
He said, if you could, but you can't.
And that's why I'm working towards
sing the song.
Getting away from that. I'm getting away from that, right? And the next 6 months, 12 months, ain't no job.
Kennedy wedding.
This is it.
You should have been.
This is the job. This is the job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
no.
Well, Satchmo, you want to sing us out? Can you get hits with that?
Louis Armstrong.
It's a Wonderful World or something, so we can get the fuck up out of here. Satchmo, kids to teach.
Satchmo, man.
You want MS 27 kids, bro, on the low key?
Season 4, man. We out.
We are downtrodden. We are denied.
We on the corner. We on the corner.
Using my voice to make the sound.
Sandpaper esophagus. Shut up.
He said he had doo-doo crown.